So welcome, Minocha.
Yes.
Good morning. Please start.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining in. Just 1 minute. So I'm going to talk about some surprising spiritual facts. So we are all on a spiritual journey. तो उसके बारे में थोड़ी काफी चीजें हमें मालूम भी है. तो थोड़ा सा आज I'm just talking about a little more जो थोड़े से हमें मालूम भी है बट नहीं भी मालूम उनके बारे में. तो आजकल पता है क्या, there is a shift in the thinking of people. More and more people जो है they becoming interested in spirituality. उसको कहते हैं they becoming awake, कि उनको समझ आ रही है कि लाइफ में there is something more than just जो हमारा डेली का रूटीन होता है, भाग दौड़ मची रहती है, उससे आगे भी कुछ है. तो वो रियलाइज कर रहे हैं, तो मोर एंड मोर पीपल इस तरफ आ रहे हैं. और कई स्पिरिचुअल फैक्ट्स हैं जो उनको आना चाहिए. जैसे इस शिफ्ट के टाइम में जो है ना, जो अवेकनिंग की तरफ जा रहे हैं, तो पीपल आर बिकमिंग लाइक, उनको ना कई बार वो दिख रहा होता है 11 333 444 ऐसे नंबर्स दिखते होते हैं. कैन यू रिलेट टू दैट? दिखते हैं.
Yes, synchronicities.
Synchronicities, and you're able to see them. So this is an indication that you are on the spiritual path. Your consciousness is awakening when you're getting those synchronicities. Like कुछ आप किसी के बारे में सोचो, उनका कॉल आ जाता है, या when you want something, वो automatically आपको कोई रास्ता मिल जाता है कि you are able to get it. So it is a beautiful process. Once you get connected to spirituality, it becomes a way of life. So it's a very deep sort of feeling. So you become, I just share my screen. It's visible.
Yes.
Yes. So it is like you become, when you are in this, on this path, you become completely at peace with yourself. जब वो, when spirituality से आपका connection बढ़ने लग जाता है. And you become, जो आसपास हो रहा है, the people around you, you become more accepting towards them. So इसी journey में sometimes we need to understand some truths about the life. So these are the factual truths, you could say, and they are lesser known revelations. Some are known, some are lesser known also. So whatever pushes you around. So first is, we have all died before. We don't realize that death is natural. और हम उसकी डेली प्रैक्टिस भी करते रहते हैं. In our sleep, when we go to sleep, that is like literally we are mimicking death. And at that point, our spirit leaves our body and it travels. जो हमारी एक कहते हैं ना कि एस्ट्रल बॉडी ट्रैवल कर रही होती है, तो वो हमारा जो स्पिरिट फॉर्म है, इट मूव्स अवे फ्रॉम अवर बॉडी एंड इट ट्रैवल्स टू डिफरेंट रेल्म्स. तो अपने जैसे what is its home, जो spirit का home है, जो हम सिर्फ सोच सकते हैं. We can't even imagine at times what it could be like. The spirit moves there, and there we meet our past loved ones, or we can meet our spirit guides, or sometimes we get guidance from them. वगैरह सपना में मुझे आया था, कुछ बात समझ आई थी कई बार. So here every night we are mimicking death, but उसमें यही difference है कि the spirit does not cut off from the body. There is a invisible cord which connects the spirit to the body, and every when we wake up it comes back. So कई बार आप देखोगे ना, when कोई बहुत deep sleep में है और उसको आप उठाओ झटका, तो झटके से उठता है, because एकदम से the spirit comes back to integrate into his body. वो that shows that it's out there somewhere and then it had to come back suddenly. So this was one fact. Then another fact that has come is that when a child is being born, when a baby is born, during the 9 months, fetus is without spirit. So it is just the growth of the physical form that is happening. Then the spirit moves along the mother's body to protect the child. So it's because it's protecting its own body also. And it's only when the birth happens that the body and the soul fuse together. And that is what causes that ekdam se sudden cry that the child gives when it's born. So you will see that when the child is born, that the doctors hit it also to make it active, to make it respond. So that is the time when the spirit fuses with the baby. And once the spirit fuses, it loses all memory of what it has been through. So it has now become human. Ab it is not in the spirit form, it is a human being now. Then there is that we have many keys which connect us to the spirit world. It is like a GPS system and it is ingrained. हमारी body में ही inbuilt होता है. So हमारी internal indicators जो होते हैं ना, which connect us. So it's like we are connected directly to the universe through those keys. So like if you're about to face danger or you're about to face something which can be harmful for you, आपको अंदर से ही feeling आ जाती है. So there's a gut feeling, there's a sort of warning, don't do this, don't go that side. So sometimes these keys are like physical points on the body, तो वहाँ पे एक तरह से वो sensitivity बढ़ जाती है. And you can feel a sort of you know, even when you're ticklish in some points, that also is an indicate. There's a sort of connection to the universe. From that point, you're connected. So when these parts are touched, it sends the person, it connects the person immediately to the universe. So it कहीं कहीं पे भी हो सकते हैं, feet में, stomach में, ears में, eyes में, कहीं पे भी हो सकते हैं these points. And it's not that we know about it, but we know that there are some sensitive parts on our body, and there are parts where we connect to the universe. Then another fact that I'd come across was that at every street corner, a family of spirit lives. So kahin pe bhi ho sakta hai, not at every, I would say, but quite a number of street corners they live, and they can be the cause of accidents. But they can also save lives. कईयों को बचा लेते हैं, कईयों का accident होते हैं. So they're not bad or good that they're causing the accidents or saving people. They're just like lost souls. और वो वहां पे अटक गए हैं एक तरह, क्योंकि स्ट्रीट कॉर्नर्स पे ज्यादातर लाइट होती है. And they get attracted to light. They want to go into the light. So they congregate at street corners ना, वहां पे इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं. In fact, there are like many traditions कि चौराहे पे या corners पे कुछ खाना रख देना चाहिए. Or even when you're crossing such points, just say a prayer that please bless and protect my family, keep us safe. कुछ भी ऐसा prayer you can say it. So even if you don't give the food, prayer कर सकते हो. Then the soul gives individual signals symbolizing death. When the time has come, when it is time for the soul to go, तो वो signals जो है ना, those are they are sort of communication to the universe that I'm ready to go. It's not a communication to the people around, but you're sending the signals to the universe. And it's not something that you do consciously. वो soul की अपनी journey है. Soul knows it has to go and it is willing to go. And when it is time, it starts sending those signals. So it can be anything that you start getting attracted to a particular color, you start wearing it more often. So जितना आप उसके साथ connect होते जाओगे कलर के साथ, एक बहुत strong message जा रहा है universe को कि yes, I'm ready to go back home. So that soul has its कह रही थी मैं वहां जाऊंगी तो मुझे एक सिग्नल देना, तो मैं फिर आई विल रिमेम्बर दैट और आई डू समथिंग. वी समटाइम्स टेल आवर फैमिली और फ्रेंड्स कि हमें वो सिग्नल देना, तो वैसे ही सिग्नल सोल भी देता है यूनिवर्स को कि आई एम रेडी टू कम ओवर नाउ. देन अनदर फैक्ट इज, जो हम कहते हैं ना कि गोस्ट दिखते हैं, तो हम बिना उनके परमिशन के हम नहीं देख पाते हैं. इट्स ओनली व्हेन द एंटिटी अलाउज अस दैट वी आर एबल टू सी इट. You know, when the spirit leaves the human body, that spirit's frequency automatically rises. So in order for the human being to able to see that spirit, the spirit has to lower its vibration. So if the humans की vibrations नहीं raise कर सकते, the spirit has to lower its vibration, then only it can be seen. Otherwise, it will not be seen. So the spirit allows us to see it. So that was very interesting fact that I came across. Then जो हमारे all the हमारे जो सारे family, friends, siblings, even our enemies, they are all a part of our spiritual contract. So before coming into this world, the spirit, the person chooses his parents, his siblings, his friends, enemies. So all those characters in his movie, he chooses them. Because he is coming for a particular person. ऐसी randomly कोई birth नहीं लेता, कोई purpose होता है तभी लेते हैं. तो it has some criteria कि मुझे ये सीखना है, मुझे ये कर्मा complete करना है. वो कुछ ना कुछ criteria से ही birth लेता है. So they form that contract before coming कि okay, I'll ऐसे you'll behave in such a manner, or you meet me at this point of time and help me pull me up. तो कुछ ना कुछ contract बना के वो आते हैं. Then our age depends on our consciousness. In the universe, there is no concept of time or age. So everything exists as simultaneous things. So so all our past life, जो हमारा characters था, and it's all there. It's all present in the universe. We can connect to any of them at any point of time. So I will be existing as a 5-year-old also, as a 20-year-old also, as a past life person also. I'm all there. So whenever our mind grows, whenever we grow spiritually, we can connect to that aspect of ourselves. And then it applies to the future also. So it is a consciousness that determines what you will feel like, what you will look like. So it is your if you start thinking, okay, I've become old, I'm like an 80-year-old, मेरे से तो कुछ होता नहीं है, I'm tired and all. So you have created that belief that you are an 80-year-old and that is what you will become. उसके साथ सारे जो associated problems हैं 80-year-old के, वो सारे manifest होने लगेंगे आपकी body में. But if you regard yourself, I'm still a 20-year-old, I'm still a 30-year-old. So you'll have the energy that the body has it at 20 or 30. So our consciousness plays a very powerful role in how we look, how we age, how we appear. Then there is something called wormholes, portals, stargates. Like we've all read the story of Alice the Wonderland, that she goes down the rabbit hole. And then Harry Potter, maybe there are so many incidents that they're getting connected to a world of magic. It's all fiction, but it has some source in reality also. So अगर बहुत बड़ा tree है with huge roots, strong roots, so वहाँ कोई ना कोई एक portal आपको मिलेगा. So I'll just explain a little more about this with pictures. What are these? Stop sharing here. So this is what a wormhole, the first word that was wormhole. This is what it appears like in space. So they are like hollow tubes through space and time. And they can connect the distant regions of the universe. So two stars may be thousands of light years apart, but a wormhole can connect them. So it's like a tunnel. जैसे हमने we create a tunnel through a mountain कि इधर से हमने उधर जाना है, तो going around the mountain is a little strenuous, तो हम एक tunnel बना देते हैं to cross that mountain. The same way, there are such wormholes, the cosmic tunnels, you could say, that connect across light years, across time and space. So, and then they can go backwards in time also, whatever they are. So this was something that was put forward by Einstein's theory, but it's not being easily accepted as such क्योंकि इसका कोई इतना proof नहीं मिला है, but they do exist. Because at one time when he had put forward the theory of black holes also, that black holes just absorb everything around them and then they don't allow it to come out. They just absorb light also. So this concept was not understood and initially it was rejected. But then over time with research, scientists understood that black holes exist. There is something about it. So the same with wormholes. There is a concept out there, but it's still not been discovered so much. So there are like one is wormholes, the other was stargates. So this too is something like a entry point. So where we can connect with the universe. So it has been discovered, a picture of it, like you can see this, archaeologically, it has been discovered in ancient Egypt. And a pictorial representation of it is like what is shown above. So, and these sort of places, they are also regarded as portals, entry gates. Star gate hai, it's kind of a gate. A gate is a portal, an entry point. So there are points, areas on the planet that instantly teleport human beings from one place to the other. So it is like time travel. It is like you're going through a wormhole, a shortcut, a cosmic tunnel. वो connect कर देता है. So there are magnetic Stargate portals that exist like on many locations in the Earth. So normally जो एक geomagnetic burn, like where the energy has gathered, there's a geomagnetic bump over there. At that point, there could be a portal. So it is like a direct connection between the Earth and the universe. We've all heard about the Bermuda Triangle. So that is also regarded as a Stargate portal. So it is all because it's called the Devil's Triangle also because जहाँ पे वो कोई भी वहाँ पे जाता है, they don't come back. And it was a very mysterious area. Till now, nobody's been able to understand where those things disappear. So the conclusion is that they are being transported to another universe. They're just disappearing from the Earth. So this is regarded as one of those portals, you could say. The portals ki bhi ek picture I had picked up. So they're like areas where the magnetic field of the Earth connects to the magnetic field of the sun. So it's like creating a path to the sun's atmosphere. So it allows the solar flares to come onto the Earth through the portals. So these are some of the terms that I wanted to explain what they are. They all call like creating a connection with the universe. Okay, I'll just continue with my original slide. Yeah. So we talked about wormholes portals. There is some reality about them, even though we've not found it out. But sooner or later, I'm sure scientists will come because already they have understood. NASA is also it has given admitted in 2015 that there are Earth portals. So there is a study going on about it also. So कुछ ना कुछ proof निकल आएगा sooner or later. Then there is another concept, spiritual fact, that spirits exist everywhere. There are spirits all around us. They are like lost souls. उनको पता नहीं हम कहाँ जाना है हमने. तो हर जगह होते हैं. But सबसे ज़्यादा they like places of high frequency. So that because that is the best way they can communicate. So high frequency areas कहाँ होते हैं जहाँ पे म्यूजिक साउंड होएगा और जो जैसे स्पिरिचुअलिटी होगा तो टेम्पल्स के आसपास, चर्चेस के आसपास. सो वहां से उनको एक कांस्टेंट म्यूजिक फील होता है. सो दे कॉन्ग्रीगेट ओवर देयर टुवर्ड्स चर्चेस, टुवर्ड्स टेम्पल्स, बिकॉज वहाँ की वाइब्रेशंस उनको हाई फील होती है. सो दे गेट अट्रैक्टेड टू दैट. They are everywhere, but they're more in such areas. So we have more chances of attracting such spirits when we go to temples or churches. वहाँ पे we can quite likely carry an uninvited guest back home with us. Then another thing I'd come across was beggars are essential to human existence. So in fact, they are like volunteers on Earth. So they volunteer to carry the burden of society. So when you give something to a beggar, some problem, some aspect of your life gets healed. It becomes lesser. But you have to give without a selfish motive or spontaneous hona chahiye wo, give from the heart, and then you will receive relief also. So we find them annoying at time, but they do help us. So और जब आप उसको पैसे देते हो, just pray, like pray to the universe that thank you for allowing me to give him also, for your own like capability of being able to give, and that will help to relieve some aspect of your life. So there is another school of thought also which says कि हमें नहीं देना चाहिए, but वही है, अलग अलग बनी हुई है बातें, whatever you want to follow. Then one thing more I came across, that if you're seeking financial relief, the rain can help you. So if you are praying or thinking of your financial issues and you notice that it begins to rain, just go out and let the rain fall on you. So that rain symbolizes a true blessing, and it is an affirmation that your wish will be granted. So let that blessing touch your skin, go into that rain at that point of time. But it's not when it starts raining, you start praying one year. That it is again a spontaneous thing that happens. Another thing is, which we should not do also, we should not throw away our food, because we are throwing away our prosperity. Especially जो bread and wheat होते हैं products. So it is a belief in many cultures that it should not be thrown away, but it has a meaning also. So bread and all these are grains जो आते हैं, they cannot be counted. So spiritually, it represents wealth. So if you're throwing away your food, you're symbolically throwing away your prosperity. So that should, of course, be avoided. Okay, there are, like I said, there are spirits everywhere. So there are some mischievous spirits also who like to connect to people, bother them, come into the house, create havoc over there. So how to keep out these mischievous spirits? Uh, they actually love spending time in our spaces. They feel close to their own life also. So there is like in some cultures there is a tradition that जो sugar cane का stock होता है ना पूरा, keep it behind the door with the leaves included. एक पूरा stock of sugar cane. So it shows that the spirits that you are not welcome. So जो negative entities आ रही होती हैं, they become repelled by this stock of sugar cane. So because it represents flogging also. It's like something you can flog people with also. And if that cane falls by itself, so that means that the entity that was coming is a stronger force than the protection that you have put, and it has come into your space. So then you have to consult somebody to get rid of it. Okay. Another point was that any major event that happens first comes in your dreams. You quite often get an indication of them in your dream, because our human lives, they are very illusionary. So anything we think is real is actually not. So before we can manifest anything, we create it in you could say, the spiritual realm. We manifest it in our dreams, in our mind, and then it comes over here. Then okay, your expectations जो होते हैं ना, they are symbolically confirmed or denied when you have them. So like you will see that आप किसी कहीं जा रहे हो तो अड़चने आ रही हैं, you're not able to go freely. कोई जैसे आपको कोई ट्रांसपोर्ट नहीं मिलेगा, or you'll get delayed in traffic, or something or the other. Sometimes even a serious accident might happen. And that is because we all have guardians. And there are and these they are always taking care of us. Our spirit guides, guard, our angel जो होते हैं हमारे angel guardians होते हैं, they always taking care of us, and they know that somewhere when something is not right for us, so they're trying to give us that message that don't do it. So there was an example that someone was going for a meeting and he was very excited about it because it was a new project and he wanted to really work on it. But while going, there were three different incidents that were stopping him. Like first, his car wouldn't stop. Then he got into an altercation with somebody. फिर एक accident हो गया छोटा सा. But finally, he did reach the meeting and everything was great. And he was really happy that everything went well. And वो जो सारे incidents थे, they went out of his mind. के first he was feeling कि what is stopping me, but then it all went out of mind. But थोड़े time बाद, just a month or so later, he got to know that जो project he was trying to connect to was all a scam. So the universe was trying to push him towards it. Don't go, don't go, stop him from going. But he still went, and now he could connect that why those incidents were happening. Then, yes, every union, whatever connection we have with any person, it benefits both persons because we are all here on a journey of healing, of growth. So whatever is beneficial for one, it has to be beneficial for the other also in some way. Not in our जो हम सोचते हैं कि ऐसे ही ठीक होना चाहिए, not in our concepts जो हमारा होता है कि ऐसे ही होना चाहिए, not according to that, but at the soul level, it is beneficial for all. Then the younger the child is, the older the soul is. You'll find that your younger child is usually more wise, more intelligent than the older one. The older one is of a more simple nature than the younger one. Because the younger the child, it comes as the younger child, it is an older soul that is coming. And then as young also, when the child is young, he's still connected to the universe. So he has a lot of wisdom. तो कई बार जो बच्चों के मुंह से निकलता है वो बातें बहुत profound लगती हैं और सच भी होती हैं. And the younger child, they usually volunteer to come in to help support the older one in some way. So we must respect, the younger child deserves more respect. That is what I mean to say. Then the disabled जो है, they are also very highly evolved spiritual beings. They also deserve a lot of respect. And the human vehicle जो है, जो human body जो है, it is not able to carry their, you could say, high vibration. So it comes as, it weakens the human body and it becomes what you know as a handicap. Especially those who come without speech. They are highly spiritual people. They can be angelic guides also. And such people, they don't live long. You see that those who are highly disabled, they don't live long. They just come, they spread whatever they have to teach their caregivers, the people around them, and they move on. Okay, then another one thing that I come across is that the moon can improve your abilities. So the full moons, the no moon nights, they are very important for our spiritual growth. You know, the moon has power to change our mental faculties. It's very strong, the moon's influence on our spiritual energies, especially on full moon days and the new moon days. So it is a very good time to connect more deeply with your spiritual journey. Lunar calendar में क्या चल रहा है वो बहुत ध्यान रखने की जरूरत है. The moon is all about intuition. It's all about connecting to your inner self. So especially the new moon, you can start something new on that day. Full moon is to take account of what all that you have done and see what changes are needed. Then the universe is always listening. हम सोचते हैं कि ये तो मेरे दिमाग में चल रही है थॉट, बट दैट्स नॉट सो. यू आर कनेक्टेड टू द यूनिवर्स एंड जो भी आपके माइंड में चल रहा है वो वहां पे जा रहा है. सो इट्स लाइक अ मिरर universe, it will reflect back whatever is going on in your thought or mind. So what you are saying, what you're visualizing, it's always getting heard by the universe. So, so we need to be really careful. What are we wishing for? What are we thinking? It can happen. And then there is a lot of power in prayer and meditation. So it is a universal thing. Anybody can do it, and everyone should be connected in some way to it. So in every religion, prayer, meditation is connected, is taught. So it is the foundation of spirituality. जितना आप इससे connect होंगे through those words, the silent intentions that we are connecting to the universe, putting our thoughts across to it. Meditation is in meditation, we can get insights from the universe also. We can get guidance. Then water is the best healer. It is, in fact, the most powerful healer. So water therapy, vagara, it's very sensitive. We should really bless the water before drinking it so that we get the blessings. The blessings go into our body also. And in every ritual also, water is used. It's an essential part of it. Then trees are very important. They can absorb our energy. So we should spend time in nature, spend around the trees. Any negative energies, we feel better. We get the energy from them. They absorb a negative energy. And walking barefoot is very helpful. So, in fact, there's a concept that we should go and hug the trees also. It takes away all our negative energy. So, वो भी कर लेना चाहिए कभी-कभी. Then the world is interconnected. Everything in the universe is energy, and it's all connected with it. Every matter, material, or non-living or non-living, everything is connected. So the energy lives in every heart, and that is how all people are also interconnected. So हम mind से अलग होंगे, but heart से we are all interconnected. Now, another final very interesting thing I came across was that we know Japan very well. This is a map of Japan. The Japan will cease to exist between 2050 and 2075. So like Atlantis, Japan will also only be in our history books. So one reason for that is the frequency of Japan is too high for the earth, and it is rising all the time. That is one reason why it might cease to exist. Then it's the geographical location also. So it's on a very spiritually charged location. So there are very few places on the earth which are spiritually charged. So Japan, the location of Japan is one of those. So it is sitting on an energy grid, which is with a force field that is higher than the whole world. It supersedes the rest of the world. There's a lot of power in that land. So this great height, when this rises higher, it will just raise it out of the world. So it can go anyway, like Atlantis जैसे गया था, just sank beneath the sea. Same way, Japan के साथ भी ऐसे ही होने वाला है. But of course, it seems a long way ahead, but time just flies. You just know when it comes. So that is coming. This was some of the pictures of Japan. It's such a beautiful country. So I just put up a few pictures of it. Mount Fujiyama जो इसका है. So vibrant colors जो है ना, बहुत ही Japan is a beautiful country. So that brings me to the end of my session, and but there are a few messages that have come through. So what the spirit wants to communicate to the people, that those are the messages that have been given. So we need to be compassionate. So be giving, help others. Jitna compassion rakhoge, jitna doge, that is good for your spiritual journey. And most of all, be grateful for everything, every moment of your life, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. Just have gratefulness in your heart for everything. Then abstain from gossip. We should not talk about people. It's okay. They are on their own journey. And what is forcing them to do something we don't know. but we need to love ourselves. We need to connect, like that self-love is what, there's a difference between being selfish and self-love. So self-love is most important. That helps us to connect to us and do the best for our own self. What is good for our growth? That helps. So we need to show love, we need to receive love, and we need to shine our light. So that is the message that is coming forward. And I come to the end of my presentation. Any thoughts, anyone? Anyone would like to say anything?
Yeah, good morning, this is Jay
Good
Kumar.
morning, Hamji.
Yeah. So it was really very informative.
Yes, thank you.
And even initially when you said हर चौराहे पे spirits
हाँ
होते
जी,
हैं,
हाँ
so
जी,
I heard that route चलता था हमारे दिल्ली में, the buses.
हाँ जी,
तो उसमें क्या था कि there was some incident which happened inside the bus and somebody was raped or something. उसके बाद continuously there are accidents of the buses. He stop signal वगैरह में, and there are a lot of people got killed. But somebody told me इसमें कुछ great का हाथ है करके. I started remembering that. Oh,
your
and all
voice,
this Japan's. Hello.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी. Your
हाँ जी,
voice
वो
is breaking.
जापान के बारे में बताया आपने और काफी जो भी इनपुट्स बताया, it's really worthwhile.
Thank you.
What all we can
Thank you so
follow,
much.
I'll follow. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Ramji.
So yeah,
Mhm.
so
Yes,
thank you for the session, and there were a few things that I'm already practicing, specifically when you talk about
uh-huh.
the intuition and the connecting to the source.
Yes,
So I always I truly believe that always get a message from the universe to do something or to not do something.
absolutely.
The one thing that is coming to my mind is many times when we are told to do something and we are supposed to do something, not told, but when we're supposed to do something. For example, health के लिए कुछ कर रहे हैं या फिर when you let's say studies हम कर रहे हैं, कुछ पढ़ना चाहते हैं, कुछ काम करना चाहते हैं, पढ़ना चाहते हैं आगे, तो बहुत सारे ऑब्स्टेकल्स बीच में आते हैं.
Mhm.
तो मैं यहाँ से थोड़ा सा मुझे समझ में आता कि अगर वो ऑब्स्टेकल्स हैं, वो क्या वो ऑब्स्टेकल्स माइंड ने क्रिएट किए हुए हैं या यूनिवर्स ने बोला हुआ कि ये चीज आपको नहीं करनी है, तो वो ऑब्स्टेकल्स आ रहे हैं. तो वहां पे मुझे लगा कि ऑब्स्टेकल्स आते भी हैं तो ऑब्स्टेकल्स को ओवरकम करना चाहिए. और जो आपने एग्जांपल दिया उसका जो
Retail
जॉब
job. Uh-huh.
का और स्कैम का,
Uh-huh.
तो यूनिवर्स का एक मैसेज और भी हो सकता है कि डिस्पाइट ऑफ यू बीइंग हियर
Uh-huh.
and the scam is happening,
Uh-huh.
so what can you do to ensure that you, first of all, you can get out of that whole scam thing?
Mhm.
Second, what can you do to ensure that you can create a new culture in this organization? So
Mhm.
there can be different messages. So just one message that कि अगर obstacles आ रहे हैं तो अगर मुझे ये नहीं करना है, तो वो मुझे थोड़ा सा समझ में नहीं आया.
तो उसमें थोड़ा सा ये है कि more research is needed when the obstacles are coming. So and go more deeper into that subject.
Yes, that's what my point is.
Uh-huh.
Instead of just saying it, okay, it's a negative condition,
Mhm.
we should not go ahead. So there has to be some kind of research,
Yes,
some kind
absolutely.
of message that you need to follow.
Because on the surface it is looking like a very good opportunity, but if things are happening which is stopping you from going that side, कुछ ना कुछ अड़चने
हाँ,
आ रही
हाँ,
है
लेकिन
तो
फिर भी लेकिन अगर सब कुछ गॉड ने किया है, सब कुछ भगवान ही करता है, तो भगवान ने अगर इस जगह तक पहुंचा दिया कि आपको वो जॉब मिल गई है,
तो देखो
तो
हर चीज इज
तो भी
हैपनिंग
तो,
फॉर
तो भी
इट्स
तो भी
इट्स योर
मैसेज है.
लर्निंग प्रोसेस, इट्स योर लर्निंग spree
एग्जैक्टली
over here on earth. So
एग्जैक्टली
you also
एग्जैक्टली
have to learn something ना. ये हम
एग्जैक्टली
लोग छोड़ के दे
एग्जैक्टली
सकते हैं कि भगवान ने यहाँ तक पहुंचाया तो हो जाएगा, ऐसी नहीं बात होती.
नहीं,
अपना
मैं
दिमाग
ये
भी
नहीं कह रहा हूँ,
लगाना.
मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि भगवान ने करना है. मतलब मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि आई ऑल्सो हैव टू लर्न, आई गॉट इट.
Absolutely. हाँ हाँ.
But now that you have got a job, you gotten a job here, I'm just thinking about my company. There's a lot of office politics going on. और बहुत सारे ऑब्स्टेकल्स आए थे मेरे को शुरू में इस जॉब को लेने के लिए. But as I'm slowly progressing, I'm also getting a message that I have to do a lot of things over here.
Yeah.
और मैं कर रहा हूँ और धीरे धीरे थोड़ा थोड़ा रिजल्ट्स आ रहे हैं, मुझे ऐसा लगता है. मूविंग टुवर्ड्स अ पॉजिटिव नोट.
Right.
सो बस यहाँ पे मुझे थोड़ा सा लगता था कि जस्ट इन केस कोई मैसेज आ भी रहा है तो यूनिवर्स का यही मैसेज भी है कि यस, ओवरकम दिस ऑब्स्टिकल एंड गो.
Absolutely, हाँ, ओवरकम भी कर सकते हैं. तो वही ना, रिसर्च करो whether it's viable or not, you have to move forward or not.
That's what
सारा
my
कुछ
point is.
करना है. So there's
Yeah.
another point I want to add over here कि sometimes जैसे someone is coming to me for healing, तो उनके बहुत अड़चने आ जाती हैं. तो इट इज लाइक द यूनिवर्स इज थ्रोइंग चैलेंजेस कि अच्छा अब टाइम नहीं मिल रहा. और इवन वाइल कमिंग द अदर डे लेडी टुक एन अपॉइंटमेंट, उसको आने आने में 2-3 घंटे लग गए. कभी वो कुछ हो गया, कभी कुछ हो गया, ट्रैफिक अड़ गई, कुछ ना हो गया. सो इट टुक हर अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. And then when we did the session, there was an entity in her which was stopping her from coming to be released. Because they get an idea, okay, now I am in danger. सो कई बार वो चीजें भी हो जाती है, आपके अड़चने आ जाती है टू स्टॉप यू फ्रॉम गेटिंग हील्ड ऑल्सो.
Yeah.
So it can work both ways. It's stopping you from doing something, and so then it can. So आपको और redouble. You have to redouble your efforts. Okay, I have to heal myself. I have to become the best. The others to sleep. So we might as well wind up now.
Yes. In between, I somehow lost
Okay.
your voice.
Okay. So
Thank you, Minuchi.
Uh-huh.
Really wonderful. I think it's also making us present that we need to be more aware,
Yes.
sometime.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there is a higher purpose, and often we are not, aware about it, and we are just doing our own little things and
So we
being totally consumed.
we don't come into this life just to like earn money or have families. वो purpose नहीं है. That is by the way, यहाँ पे आए हो तो कुछ काम कर लो और फिर उसमें
Yes.
सारे आपके
Yeah.
कर्मा भी रिलीज हो रहे हैं.
Exactly.
चलो, I
Awesome.
think
It
we
was
can
really
wind up now.
great.
Anything else?
Yes. Awesome.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining in. Have a great day.
Thank you, Minuchi. Thank you, everyone, and see you again tomorrow. Thank you.